yeah, we're within sight of spawn. We have our server on a bit of a lowered performance right now, but if you put it as far out as it'll go, you can actually see the castle from here. It takes a little while, but... And so we just built a gravel pillar from the seafloor, and then built a portal on top of it, and then built everything coming off of that. So this is what's going to be a cloud city, and this darker one is going to be a storm cloud with a menacing tower on it, fit for housing another portal. And yeah, we have a rail line. Oh, did you? You have a cart.
Yes.
All right, so let's take a little tour. Is there still a break in the tracks?
Yes.
That's okay.
Okay.
We'll show them what we've been working on. All right, so this is a pretty cool bridge, if I do say so myself, that we've put between the darker cloud and what's going to be the lighter cloud. There's a lower deck for rail transit, and then a footpath up above. Now, our most recent project, where you is, Batman?
I'm coming.
You deserve to be here.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Our most recent project is this middle covered area of the bridge. Maybe you'd like to explain a little bit of what's going on?
Well, where do I begin? All right, so we started this bridge with kind of this egg-shaped arch idea that kind of encloses the whole tunnel. In case you couldn't tell, there's a tunnel, and then the road surface for pedestrians is the top of the tunnel. So we thought we'd kind of suspend that in this egg-shaped arch. So we built that, built a couple arches, and then started our next project, and then decided to come back to it, build this kind of egg-shaped enclosure with a dome on top and kind of a helical waterfall.
Yeah, between the two clouds, we kind of decided to put... well, we wanted a fountain that looked a little less phallic, first of all. And second of all, we decided that it would kind of have a rainy look that would fit with the cloud theme. And so basically this is just run on two redstone clocks that are slightly out of sync. And so there's sort of a, not quite random, but it looks kind of random and chaotic. And yeah, that's a pretty simple one, but maybe I'll do a quick tutorial on that too. So we just polished this off, and this is complete with a dome on top and a nice glowstone chandelier. Eventually we'll probably put a little bit more of an interesting floor and maybe some decoration in the ceiling as well. But for now, let's move on to our next project. Yeah, so this is where the architecture really started going. You might see some flying buttresses going on, and Christopher is the one to credit for that.
Yes.
This is a museum. It's by far our largest single building so far. It's got several wings to it, a large main hall, and it's topped with a very large oval dome that required a bit of math to do properly. Actually, having a midnight snack there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so this is a museum. In the main hall, we've got dioramas for various biomes. So we've got a swamp, snow biome, nether, I think a mushroom... Oh no, a jungle biome is going over there. And then we've got the end, desert, mushrooms, and cave. And yeah, we haven't quite gotten around to finishing all those. And then we've got 4 side wings that have various exhibits in them. And to kind of spruce up the walls, our technique still wasn't really great at this point. The ceiling looks really cool, but the walls are kind of bland. We hadn't really learned about using depth and contrast and stuff. So we did try to add a bit of an interesting pattern by using some of the special materials from strongholds and dungeons to kind of mix things up. So we've got, for one of our exhibits in our wings, we've got an art gallery with all the paintings except, I think, since we built this, they added one of the Wither Boss. So we'll have to change that. We've got monsters spawning in here. The idea of this place was that it would be lit thoroughly enough so that no hostile mobs would spawn on the entire cloud. I think something about spawning might have changed since we started this, because I had a pattern up. I think there's a spider above us.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll beat it up.
Do you have a sword?
I'm Batman.
All right.
There's also a creeper.
Calm down.
I'm not prepared. Well,
down.
I can take out the spider.
Calm down.
Creeper doesn't even see
Are
me.
you just punching him?
Yeah, I'm Batman.
Wait.
Oh, God.
You're not supposed to kill.
I knocked him out.
Where's the creeper?
Very well.
Where is
Very thoroughly. He's over here. He's walking.
Oh, I got him. Yeah, power 2. Alright, so. This is our library. We've got some study areas going in, still very much under construction. And we've also got some classical literature collected from throughout the internet. For example, we have a very vibrant romance section, including the classic Pop-Tart tragedy.
Girl stops making out.
Which
and
was,
boy
well,
to get
we'll put a link in the
I
description.
cried.
I cry ever, Tim.
Ever.
So, yeah, if you guys have any classic internet literature pieces that you'd like added to our collection, let us know, and we'll write it up and put it in. So yeah, between the art museum, the geology exhibit, and the biomes, this is a really good place for testing out texture packs, and just generally appreciating the richness that is Minecraft. Anyway, so these funny thing with these entranceways, Christopher's very much into architecture, and I'm very much ignorant of architecture.
No, you're
but I kind of designed this entranceway with the rays on the fly. And when it was all said and done, Christopher took a step back and said, "Wow, that's very Art Deco. Great job." And I said, "Yeah, that was definitely what I was going for. A little bit of Art Deco."
We do have a lot of nice little nuances, like these zigzag patterns where the kind of walkway gets wider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started putting some variety into stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, our style has come a long way since these earlier projects. And here is kind of the central hub of what's going to be the cloud project. As you can see, there's sort of a rough framework that we've been extending little by little.
We'll be curving the sides over so it looks cloudly.
Yeah, and probably adding some terrain contours as well to make it look nice and puffy.
Yes.
Here's the center. We topped it off in this big dome with kind of a symbol of the sun, which has become the symbol of this area, Primus and the cloud. And so we decided to have different stars as our decorations for the floors and ceilings of this area. So up top we have the daytime sun, we have the setting sun on this middle floor, and then a spiral staircase, which is a little safer due to the double wide blocks at the corners. And then a nighttime star for the floor and the ceiling of the workshop. Again, obsessively organized because that's what I do. And this is where we build. This is where we build from when we're building on the cloud. So we have we have a little bit of everything from wool to redstone to random bits and pieces of wood. And yeah, this is eventually going to house a rail station. We have some plans for some vaults going on and supporting these paths that kind of range out from the center here. And this will be a location where we can build mansions, monuments, kind of the big grand stuff that doesn't necessarily work well with terrain. There's a site where one of our brothers is planning on building a Japanese-style castle, I think he was talking about. I've been researching some art styles for a mansion that hasn't quite been planned out yet. And then down that way to the east, Christopher, maybe you'd like to detail what's going to ultimately happen.
Well, let me just begin by saying that the Norwegians are a proud and glorious people. And I decided that a good building to kind of be in our cloud city would be a city that's mythologically in the clouds, and Valhalla would be a good example of this. So I thought we'd build kind of a Nordic mead hall way over there, where you could stare into the rising sun and see this beautiful wooden building.
And engage in drinking and singing and revelry.
Yes. And we'd think we'd have kind of a garden behind it, and what else were we planning?
I think we were going to put kind of a Stonehenge sort of monument.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got some big plans.
Oh yeah.
We haven't gotten around to nearly all of them yet, and some of the big ones we're saving for now. But yeah, stay tuned. We have a long way to go from here. And thanks for joining us on our tour of Primus and the Cloud City. And we hope to see you again soon.
All right.